Hello, I'm a young tree. This is a big day for me. I'm going to get planted, where I'll spend the next several decades, maybe a century or two. I know something about what I need to thrive, so watch and listen. Make sure there's room for me to grow and grow. Call Ontario One Call to make sure there are no buried pipes or cables before you start digging. If I've come to you in a pot, I'll need a hole 3 times wider than the pot, and just about as deep. The hole should be just deep enough to hold me once I'm out of the pot. There's an area you'll see where my roots meet my trunk. It's my flare. That should be just above the soil when you're done. See it? If I've been in a pot a long time, my roots may have started to grow around and around. Get someone to free several of my roots for me. If you can't find my flare, go down into my root ball and remove any roots that are growing above my flare. I guess I was planted too deep. Left there, these roots would have choked me in a few years. Before they go any further, use a shovel or stake to span the hole to check that the flare is right around ground level. Can you see my flare? Will it be just above ground level? Fill in the hole, tamping down the soil a bit as you go to eliminate air pockets near my roots. Kids are lighter and can do this without packing the soil too tight. Hold me straight as you go. I want to get a good start. Lay any sod upside down, around in a ring. Do not add compost or fertilizer now. I'm not ready for it yet. Drive 1 or 2 stakes into the ground, away from the roots. Use a soft, flexible connector to let us use the stakes for support on windy days. A piece of garden hose and wire works. So does a soft fabric. Once I get going in a few years, take the tie away and remove the stakes. If you have rodents living nearby, use tree wrap or a sleeve of hardware cloth to shield my tender bark from their nasty teeth. Rodents can gnaw through chicken wire. Make a ring of mulch around the base to keep lawnmowers and trimmers away from my tender bark. My bark is quite thin and tender, and that's where my food and water move in a tree. Mulch will also help keep the soil moist and cool for my roots. Leave the mulch as a donut, not a volcano. Can you still see my flare? That's it. You may want to add some more mulch next year. I need water, and lots of it, for the first year or more. Unless there's lots of rain, count on watering me twice a week for the first year, and once a week the next. Water as late in the fall as you can. My roots are still growing until the soil is frozen. A water bag lets the water slowly soak into the ground, or let a hose run slowly for a few minutes. Just so you know, I'm not a rodent. I have 2 more upper incisors. Neat, eh? But I still like to eat tree bark in the winter, especially young trees with tender bark. I hate it when people wrap their trees with a sleeve of hardware cloth. Holes about 1 centimeter square. I can get my teeth through chicken wire, but not this stuff. I can stand up on top of snow too, so I hate it when people put a collar of this stuff about 80 centimeters up the trunk. It makes me hopping mad. It really bugs me.